Now, the biggest enemy at the moment we'll be facing in hyperspace, unfortunately, are some really extremely annoying drones, which are actually extremely dangerous at this point to us. Hello, Abandoneer! Welcome to the stream. Right, let's go to Pluto, which is still, as you can see, displayed as an actual planet here. It has its orbit and all that. I mean, obviously. Right, Pluto. Let's scan. I think it's got one exotic, yeah. Now, let me explain that. Let's go to the manifest, cargo. Now, here we go. Here we have all the minerals we can get. And obviously, the more exotic they are, the more resource units they will get you. So, if you get one of these blue ones, you'll get $1 for it, or credit. If you get one of the exotic ones, you'll get 25 resource units. We've got a common, corrosive, base metal, noble gases, rare earths, precious stones, radioactives, and exotic, which are usually some weird stuff like Zo crystals and stuff like that. So anyway. No! Ugh, I click navigate. I know Space Marine, but it's kind of cool at the same time. You'll see. Anyway, let's see. We've got one energy spike over down there, so we're gonna dispatch 0.1 fuel. Let's go. There we are. Yeah, 5 Zo crystals. It's not much, but it's quite nice. It's 5 times 25, so... There we go, there's a spotty eluder there. We can't really shoot it. So, we're just gonna come closer. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Bim, bim. Mayday from surface. We've come under fire from an alien vessel we found hiding on the surface of Pluto. Captain, they killed Kowalski, Fritz, Chin, O'Don, Luigi, and all 3 of the Lieberman triples. God damn, this font is horrible. We returned fire, but our stunner can't penetrate the hull armor. We are initiating emergency launch procedures. End of transmission.
Attention, a big, mean, hostile alien vessel hovering overhead in an obvious attack posture. This is Spotty Captain Fwiffo. I know you are going to torture me, so let's just get this over with right now. The coordinates of my homeworld, Spotty-wa, are 241.6 by 3.
Someone write this down, please.
8.7, and the ultra-secret Spotty Cipher, which is known only by me and several billion other Spotty, is Happy Muffy Duffy. Sorry about that little mistake with your landing vehicle. I was so startled when it approached my vessel in a threatening manner that my automated defense systems fired on it when it got too close. I hope nobody got hurt.
You have a strange vehicle. Attention, alien vessel. Identify yourself or be destroyed. Don't kill us. Hi there, friend. We come in peace and mean you no harm.
Are you sure? Because your statement is often just a more polite way of saying, attention alien vessel, identify yourself or be destroyed. In any event, I am Spotty Captain Fwiffo of the void ship Star Runner, placed here in this planetary system as part of the powerful Earth-powered Star Force, which our masters, the ur-quan, established here to make sure the Earthlings don't do anything tricky.
Bot Buff, I actually have that star map somewhere, but I'm not sure where, and that kind of sucks, because I don't even know where the box is. Anyway, what are you doing here on Pluto?
About 20 years ago, this region of space was dominated by a loose confederation known as the Alliance of Free Stars, which was composed of the aliens native to these parts who did not want to be enslaved. They made a valiant effort against the superior ur-quan forces. It even looked like they might miraculously defeat the combined ur-quan armada, right up to the point at which the ur-quan totally defeated, indeed annihilated them.
Annihilated them. He's got some weird pronunciation. So what are you doing here on Pluto?
When the ur-quan Armada entered the system to subjugate formerly the Earthlings, the ur-quan presented the humans with the standard slave options. Join the hierarchy, as combat brawls, and retain some autonomy, including the right to travel through space, or become a fellow species and return to pre-atomic savagery on the surface of their homeworld, encased for all time beneath an impenetrable force shield. The humans chose the latter option, and so were swiftly imprisoned on the surface of Earth. But the ur-quan didn't trust them to obey the restrictions, so they chose a small group of hierarchy combat starships from the Earth and Spartan fleets to create the so-called Earth Guard and station them at a base on Earth's moon.
Moon. Tell me, what are you doing on Pluto now?
Originally, we were stationed on Earth's moon, which made us Spatty a bit uneasy, because with each passing day we grew more and more worried about the sneaky Earthlings making a surprise attack. So the Illrith kept telling us that it was impossible, since the Earthlings had no ships or weapons whatsoever. That made us feel a bit better, but when the Illrith left, again we grew fearful, and decided to make a strategic redeployment to Mars. Later on we decided it would be prudent to relocate to Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, then later Saturn's moon, Titan, and finally here to Pluto.
What happened to the Elrath station in this system?
The Illrath contingent were supposed to be the toughest ridge crest, the most rigid flipper, yes, the backbone of the Earth Guard force. But they departed the system en masse not long after the last ur-quan dreadnought vanished from this region of space. They claimed to have received a direct order from their gods of evil and darkness, who had grown dissatisfied with the Illrath's passivity and wanted them to kill, or at least torture someone soon. Personally, I believe they just got bored and went off to have some fun.
When do you expect the Elrath to return?
Well, when they were pushing up into hyperspace 18 years ago, we asked them that very question, and I think they said something to the effect of, "Real soon."
Real soon! What is happening at the base on Luna then?
We decided that if the Earthlings figured out we had abandoned the base on Luna, they would be more likely to try something sneaky. So, we rigged up some old service androids and ordered them to drive around on the lunar surface in bulldozers, endlessly pushing around the same piles of dirt. In addition, we connected the base's local radio transmitter to an audio malnorme fun rum called Winky's Happy Night, hoping they would think we were still there.
Winky's Happy Night. What happened to the other Spathy ships?
Over the past years, it became necessary to redeploy strategically some of our Earth-Guard forces to our homeworld in case of a sudden surprise attack by a vicious, unrelenting alien race which we Spathy call the Ultimate Evil!
I love how they say the ultimate evil. How many crew do you have aboard?
Dozens, that is to say scores and perhaps even hundreds of my brethren stride through the corridors of this specially modified, super-efficient, mass-destruction-oriented starship, which could lay siege to an entire planetary system should we choose to do so, which, fortunately for you, we have decided not to do today.
Hundreds? Come on.
I am undone. You are far too clever for a poor Spathy like me, and now I must submit to your superior alien intellect. I guess I am not revealing any truly important secrets if I tell you that each of my species' lunar-class void ships typically holds 30 Spathy crewmen, though at present my vessel, the Star Runner, is not up to full complement due to the needs of my homeworld in their resistance against the ultimate evil. And in fact, my vessel is somewhat understaffed right now, seeing as how I am the only Spathy on board, which is a bit frightening, as I am sure you can understand.
Hello past shelf dates and Space Marine and everyone who has joined. Welcome to the stream. Who or what is this ultimate evil?
As yet, The ultimate evil remains largely unmanifest, and its powers and exact intentions are still a bit obscure, since it lurks just outside the range of even the most sensitive long-range detectors, which we feel gives conclusive evidence as to the ultimate evil's nefarious intent.
Why are you still here, Captain Fwiffo?
Since it was our most powerful and unforgiving masters, the ur-quan, who stationed us here, we knew it would be grossly stupid to disobey them completely, but we decided it would be okay to send just one ship home. We used one of our most ancient and solemn rituals, kohr-ah, to pick the lucky ship. Then, some months later, we decided that it wouldn't really hurt if we sent one more ship home. And then later we sent another, and then another. Well, you get the idea. Alas, as fate would have it, when the final ritual was performed, I, Fwiffo, was left here alone. For as even the most immature in wrestling knows, there must always be one spotter who puts the short top-horn stick.
Top-horn stick? Where are the ur-quan now?
Our masters don't really keep us very well informed about their goings-on, so that all we know is that immediately after the subjugation of the last Alliance race, the Hut, I think, the ur-quan gathered their dreadnoughts and departed for the edge of the galaxy, commanding us to obey the slave laws or face their wrath when they returned.
Do you know anything about the other alien races?
We only know bits and pieces of what happened to each race. For instance, when defeated, the Hut joined the hierarchy as combat thralls, while the Siren chose to be slave-shielded on a planet in the Bug-Squirt star system. No, that's not right. I forget its name. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the Shafixti. They were utterly wiped out in a gigantic blaze of glory.
What do you mean, blaze of glory? What happened to the Shafixti?
The Shafixti were half feral, as you know, having been uplifted by the Hut just a few decades before the start of the war. Given their habit of detonating those suicidal so-called glory devices in combat, it came as no particular surprise to me when, upon the arrival of the ur-quan primary task force at their homeworld, the Shafixti caused their sun to explode in a colossal supernova, destroying the entire planetary system, and not incidentally dozens of ur-quan dreadnoughts.
Jeez, bloody hell. What about yourself, Fwiffo?
Me? You mean me, personally? Well, nice of you to ask. I was born a poor green incrusting, the youngest child of a family of 18,487. My male parents had to work hard to support us, very hard, but each of my brothers and sisters and I tried to help out to make ends meet. The female parent was kind and sweet to all of us. Why, she once even called me by name. She said, "Fwiffo, would you please answer the door? I want someone's love." What a treat, a golden memory. I swiftly matured into a fine example of my species with my parents' assistance. Achieved independence. Specifically, they pried me from the door jamb and rolled me into the street. Thus prepared, I set out to make my fortune. I had great dreams in those days. Yes, great dreams. I knew that someday I would be vastly rich, wealthy enough to afford a large, well-fortified mansion. Surrounding my mansion would be vast tracts of land, through which I could slide at any time I wished. Of course, one can never be too sure that there aren't monsters hiding just behind the next bush, so I would plant trees to climb at regular, easy-to-reach intervals. And being a spotty of the world, I would know that some monsters climb trees, though often not well, so I would have my servants place in each tree a basket of perfect stones. Not too heavy, not too light, just the right size for throwing at monsters. I was thinking about what color the stones would be painted. Aqua, mauve, or magenta, when a vegetable cart came careening down the street outside my house, and knocked me unconscious. When I awoke, I was aboard the void ship Star Runner, headed for Earth. Apparently, I had been out of my head for quite some time after the accident, and with the assistance of some kind strangers, had been relieved of my funds and convinced to join the Navy, where I have been unpleasantly employed for the last 25 years.
Poor guy. I'm sure you'd feel a lot safer if you were with us. Come on, Fwiffo, join our fleet!
Well, I really want to, but I am just not sure that under the present circumstances, joining you in your exciting and also dangerous space adventures would be the best course of action right now, because the ur-quan could return at any minute, and the punishment they would bestow on me for such treason would make any other horrible death seem like big fun by comparison. Thanks for the offer, though.
The galaxy teems with threatening monsters. Are you happy here, alone and vulnerable?
How true, Captain, how true! In truth, just between us, during the past 7 years, I have been quite ill at ease, and yet now I find myself enjoying your company. This witty dialogue, and the presence of your huge, powerful, death-dealing starship, which, being my friend, you would certainly feel compelled to use in order to save me from any hostile life forms who threatened me with death.
Again, come on, join our fleet.
Happy days and jubilation! I discard all prejudice and hesitations and accept and celebrate your offer of protection and your undying commitment to my well-being. I must wax melancholy for just a moment, though, and make sure you understand that any other spaceships we meet at large in the galaxy are not going to be quite so responsive to your friendly gestures as myself, since they bear more heavily the yoke of ur-quan enslavement and are also apt to talk themselves out of allying with a totally unknown alien, which I, having been left here alone, cannot do. Welcome me aboard, Captain.
Phew. Okay, so that was just Fwiffo. Now we have Fwiffo, and that's actually really, really good, because despite, being all wimpy and blah 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 and that, the Spathia Looter is actually a very good ship in certain circumstances. You just have to play very defensively. So let's go back to Earth. Let's see if I can afford some more crew, because obviously it's only him on board, and we need more. Because otherwise it's a one-shot, one-kill. Shipyard. I think I can do something. Let's see. Alright. Oop. Depart starbase. Let us go. Let's go and find some more resources now. Now let me save first, because this is gonna get dangerous now. Now, let me show you how big this game is. This... I'm trying to point at the screen with my hand, that doesn't really work. Okay, so... still going out. Good evening, entity. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is our solar system. Now, every system will have about, some planets like this. May have even more planets than this. And everyone can pretty much, have resources and you can land on it, except gas giants like these. So, but this is just one planet. Now, let's see the star map. Boom! We are here. This is our star here, and there's one next to it. And all of these stars you can see here, you can fly to all of them through hyperspace, and you can land on all of them, and you can explore all of them. There are no limits here. So, now, these concentric rings here, there's one here and one here. This means that this is the limit to where we can fly and still return to our present location. And this means that we can fly to here, but we will not be able to return. Now, this is where the Ilrath are, those spider guys, and this is where the Spathi are. But for the moment we're not going to them. First of all, we won't land on the stars, we'll just land on planets orbiting the stars. Don't worry about it. Now, we will go to, for example, Sirius here. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I think it's too hot. Now, these big stars... Let me zoom in. Now, these big stars are quite nice, Alpha Centauri, for example, they've got lots of nice stuff, resources. The problem is they're extremely hot, and our lander will not survive for even 2 seconds because it's far too dangerous there. So anyway, well, we could try to go to Sirius or Gamma Centauri. As you can see, this is where the fuel cost is. If we move further up, you see the fuel cost increases. But what really is my problem here is we'll be followed by probes. Let's try to go to Sirius first. We'll be followed by probes, and they are an actual threat at the moment. Let me pause this here for just a moment. Now this is hyperspace. We're in hyperspace. This is where the solar system here is, or the tear to the solar system. And over here we fly through hyperspace very quickly, but also gulp fuel like crazy. And over here, I can't show you that because I've got the menu open, but over here you will see a sort of a mini-map, and it's on here that you can see black spots closing in on us, which is other ships in the hyperspace trying to pull us out of hyperspace and, well, either initiate dialogue or combat or both. And this is what I'm afraid of at the moment. So nothing at the moment. Just one star, and it's orange. It's got an orange orbit, which means it's fairly hot, but we'll see if we can find something worthwhile. If it's exotics, I may risk it, but there will be no exotics here, unfortunately. And the music in hyperspace is... oh, it's just awesome. Yeah, 1000 degrees. There is no way I'm going here. What are these? Yeah, they're very big, which means there's lots of resources in these, but my poor lander will not... I mean, will land and will explode. That will be it, because there will be fire everywhere. There will be sort of a few lightning strikes, and there will be earthquakes everywhere. So basically we will die immediately at this point of the game. So we have to go somewhere else, unfortunately. Now the more time we're in hyperspace, the more dangerous. Let's go to one of these cooler stars, maybe. So keep an eye on the minimap. The music is so awesome, man. Nothing yet. Right, these are very cool planets. So let's see where we're going. Yeah, the thing is, the game is not randomized. Mostly. So, you can do metagaming and know where all the best planets with the best resources are. So this is a very cold planet, and it's got only class 3 weather, so I think we can go and get some of these. Let me see, manifest cargo. So rare earth is better for me to get. But the problem with the weather is that lightning strikes will just hit you. You can't really avoid them. They may not hit you, but if they do, you can't avoid them. So don't step out of the lander, gentlemen, because you will freeze your titties off. Holmium. Oh, lightning strike. Yeah, get that one. Ow, ow, ow. Right, go. That's it. We could go and get these common metals as well, because it's only 0.2 fuel we need. But we gotta be careful about those lightning strikes. I mean, careful. We shouldn't spend too much time on here. Let's try to get that last one. I think that's a gas. Go! Go! Go, 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 go! Lift off! Yeah! Alright, so we got a little bit of resources. Not nearly enough, though. We need more. Loads more. There's another planet there. Alright. Gotta be careful. Alright. Entering planetary orbit. Class 3, that's okay. That's not that good. No energy, no biological. 0.2 fuel. Oh well. First Officer Bunny, launch our lander craft. Yeah, let's get some rare gases, I guess. Right on. That's a little radioactive, isn't it? Oh. Neon. Argon. There's some more over there. The earthquakes are sort of easy to dodge if there's only a few. Gotta be careful though. They can do quite a bit of damage. There we go, you can see those little dots appearing first. Alright, let's go. Battle bunny, that was not good. Alright, so, where are we going next? Let's go to Beta Lyrae. Excuse my pronunciation, but it'll probably be horrible. Still no other ships in hyperspace, which is fortunate, because I really don't want to meet those. Ah, lots of planets, nice. And this one, wow, 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 wow! Is this a ruby world? It looks, yes, this is a ruby world! Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. This texture on a planet is one of the best you can find. It will either have lots of gold and rubies and stuff, or you will have lots of exotics. Let's see what they are. Oh yes, exotics! Not a lot of them, unfortunately, but I mean, they're still nice. 1.1 fuel this uses, but let's go. So let's see. Is it only going to be 1? 8 neutronium. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Neutronium. And neutronium. Neutronium. And that's it. And there's no danger on this planet for the moment, as we can see. That was perfect. Those exotics, there weren't a lot, but that was really, really good. If you see a planet like this, go for it. Let's see. This is a gas giant, but we'll go to it anyway because it may have moons, and it does, 3 of them. Ah! Turn around! Hey! Really? I missed it twice? Who's piloting this ship? Alright, let's see. Some common metals. 0.3 fuel. Yeah, let's get it, why not? We can always jettison cargo if we need to. Oh yeah, look at this, aluminum! It's some kind of an exotic material. It's iron, and again, aluminum. Such a strange, exotic material. I have no idea what it is. Right. Calcium. I always like this sound. Again that fly flying around me. Alright, let's see. Let's go to that little planet up here. It may be corrosive, because it's so dark. Class 4. Ooh, not bad. Some gold there. Yeah, that's radioactive as well. But it's got class 4 tectonic, so I gotta be really careful. Let's see. Gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Alright, uranium, excellent. Ah! Let's get that. Ow! That's gold as well. I'm gonna avoid this. Actually, no, that's sulfur. I want to avoid these. Come on, 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 come on. Get it! Yes! Silver. Nickel. Ow! Ah! Let's go. Alright, that's good. What? Alumelmin is the metal that is used in soda can. What the hell is alumelmin? Let's go to this little planet here. Common metals. It's only class 2, so 0.3. I guess I'm gonna take it at this point. We're filling up our cargo over here, as you can see where I point my mouse. Cadmium, cadmium, radium. There we go. A little more. And it's not really worth going down there for these 2 common metals, so you know. Right, let's go to the next planet. This giant here. Ooh, this could be. No, this is not going to be radioactive. This could be corrosive. Dust world, common metals. Nah. I'm getting about full with my cargo, so I'm gonna look for some more exotic stuff if I can. Because we've, you know, spent all this fuel. There's nothing here. All this fuel to get over here. No. What about here? Common metals and class 8 tectonics. No, thank you. Jeez. Let's get to this guy. There's just a single planet here. Right. Class 6 tectonics. Goodbye. Thank you. And thanks for all the fish. So yeah. I think there's another planet somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. That little one over here. That's pretty cool that you can actually see my mouse here. There we go. Let's go to that one. Vroom. Good evening, CK Hawk. Welcome to the stream. And everyone else who I have not said hello to yet, Class 7 Tectonics, thank you very much. Alright, now we can go to another star system, because we're not full quite yet. And we can see what we can do. I'm just gonna turn around a little bit. Let's see. Well, we can go to Gamma Centauri.